1980. The Iran-Iraq War. During the war, Kuwait openly supported Iraq financially, but by the time the war ended, Iraq wasn't able to repay the money it borrowed from Kuwait during the war. This sparked a conflict between the two nations, and Iraq later requested that Kuwait forgive its $14 billion debt, arguing that the war prevented the Iranian Revolution from reaching Kuwait. Several meetings were held to no avail, and in 1988, Iraq started showing concerns regarding its oil prices, stating that higher oil prices would help Iraq increase its revenue and pay back its debt. But Kuwait didn't take any action regarding its already above average oil production, and furthermore, Kuwait requested that OPEC increase the country's total oil production ceiling by 50%, which was above the treaty limits. According to Iraqi officials, Iraq was losing $1 billion annually for every $1 drop in the price of oil. This caused an acute financial crisis in Baghdad, and Kuwait's refusal to decrease its oil production was viewed as an act of aggression by the Iraqi government. These factors caused Iraq to start moving its troops to the southern borders of the country, and in July 1990, the US ambassador told Saddam that the United States didn't have an opinion on the matter, and she let Saddam know that the US did not intend to start an economic war against Iraq. These statements led Saddam to believe that the US had given him a green light to invade Kuwait, and in less than 8 days after the meeting, Iraq invaded Kuwait. The war lasted 2 days and resulted in a decisive Iraqi victory and the death of a Kuwaiti prince. Following the annexation of Kuwait, economic sanctions on Iraq were placed, and the US insisted on a total Iraqi pullout from Kuwait. However, Saddam started negotiating to come to an agreement and eventually was given a deadline by which he must withdraw all Iraqi troops from Kuwait. In January 1991, military action was taken by the coalition forces to free Kuwait, and Operation Desert Storm was launched to force Iraqi forces out of Kuwait. On February 27th, Saddam ordered a retreat from Kuwait, and President Bush declared it liberated. However, during the retreat, the Iraqi troops decided to destroy as much of Kuwait's oil reserves and infrastructure as possible before withdrawing from the country, so they set fire to nearly 700 oil wells. They also surrounded the burning wells with landmines, which led to the fire taking more than 10 months to put out. With the total amount of oil burned being estimated at about 1 billion barrels, which was worth around 20 billion, that's enough oil to last 11 days at our modern usage rates.